In Japan, New Year's Day is the biggest holiday of the year, and we've come to Yoyogi Park today to join thousands of Tokyo residents in praying for good luck in the new year. As you can see, it's quite crowded, so I think we're going to be in line for about an hour before we actually make it to the shrine. The Hatsumode festive period spans across the first 3 days of January. The word Hatsumode means to make your first shrine visit of the year. This is probably the most important event in the Japanese calendar, as it involves wishing for good luck in the year ahead. During this time, millions of people all over the country will be flocking to their local shrines to make their New Year's wishes. For many in Tokyo, the go-to spot is Meiji Shrine. Located in Yoyogi Park, Shibuya, Meiji Shrine is one of the most prominent in the whole of Japan. It was built in 1915 to honour Emperor Meiji, following his death in 1912. The entire estate is located in a large forest that spans around 170 acres and is populated by over 120,000 individual trees that belong to more than 250 species. As with most tourist locations in Japan, the mass congregation of people is an easy excuse to have a delightfully large amount of food on offer. Before we headed to the shrine to trade our coins with the gods for good fortune, we sought out some mortal food vendors in the hope that they could give us the sustenance we required. In true Japanese style, it wouldn't be a holiday if we weren't constantly eating everything, so I've gone for a wrapped hot dog. As delicious as I expected it would be. Minami's gone for some dried pasta, which, deep fried pasta? I don't know, which, I don't know, I've never tried it before. Yeah, okay, it's deep fried pasta. It's exactly what you'd expect it to taste like. I think the hot dogs is much better. The main path up to the shrine is around 10 metres wide and carves a very clear line through the trees. Giant lanterns lead the way, and on display as you move further towards the shrine is an impressive collection of decorative sake barrels known as kazari daru. These are usually donated from sake breweries all across the country in aid of the festive season. They seemed conveniently placed at the exact location that the queue began, but at least we've been given something to look at while we waited. We've been in the queue now for 30 minutes, I think. I'm not really confident that we're going to get to the temple before the sun sets. Probably about 30 minutes more until the sun sets. We've got one more corner to go around, but I gravely underestimated how many people would actually come to this temple particularly. And we came quite late as well. We left the house about 3 o'clock, so I thought a lot of people would probably come in the morning and get their praying done early, but no, I was wrong. Meiji Shrine receives an average of 10 million visitors per year. 3 million of those come during the Hatsumode festive period. Because of this massive footfall, you should expect large queues if visiting on New Year's Day. Due to the capacity of the shrine, the lines moved forward slowly in blocks. Local police are drafted in to make sure the whole thing goes smoothly. 2018 marks the year of the dog, and you will see symbols of this all over as you enter the shrine. The dog is the zodiac symbol of loyalty and honesty. Well, we finally made it into the centre of Meiji Shrine. It took us about an hour, so now we've just got about 100 people to get past, so we can throw our coin in and get all that luck for the new year. So just stick in there. On the inside of the shrine is where all the action takes place. People waiting their turn to offer up coins to the Shinto gods and pray for good fortune for their jobs, finances and personal relationships. How much money are you throwing in?
10.
10 yen.
Actually, 5 yen is better.
5 is better?
5 is the best yen.
Oh, I've got 5, haven't I?
I gave you the...
I have 5. So I can see people throwing in like handfuls of money. Is that better? Is that more luck? Do you get more luck if you throw more money in?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know if God greedy, yes.
Oh, okay. So she's got 10. She gave me 5. Apparently this is better, but
maybe more money gets you more luck. So I have to wait till the year's finished and then I'll tell you what happens.
A long time ago, the Japanese New Year used to follow the schedule of the Chinese New Year, but during the Meiji Restoration, the Emperor moved the dates to bring them in line with the Western Gregorian calendar as part of the rapid industrialisation and globalisation of Japan. Perhaps this is one of the reasons that Meiji Shrine remains such a popular location for New Year celebrations to this day. Historically, the Emperor of Japan has always been the highest figure of authority within the Shinto religion. Every year on January 2nd, the current Emperor Akihito appears to the crowds at the Imperial Palace and gives a speech of celebration and well wishes. With Emperor Akihito set to abdicate the throne on April 30th, 2019, there may be very few opportunities to see him out in public in the future, so we decided to head out and see him give his New Year's speech accompanied by the rest of the royal household. This year set a record attendance of a very specific 126,720 people. This is the highest audience he has had since 1989, the first New Year after his enthronement and the beginning of the Heisei era. We could easily confirm this record when we arrived, as we watched a sea of people washing from the Nijubashi entrance. To come in, we had to pass through a police security check and join one of the 15 very large queues in which we waited for over an hour. Thankfully, we were blessed with clear weather and sunshine to keep us warm.
We're now on the Grand Pilgrimage. After about an hour in the queue, we came through security at the start, the entrance gate, and we just had to stand there in line for ages. It was bloody boring. But we're going now up to up the main ramp up to the actual palace. But there's so many people, so I don't really know how everyone's going to fit. We'll find out, I guess.
This is one of only 2 days a year that the inner grounds of the Imperial Palace are open to the general public. As we reached the main courtyard, we picked a spot and waited for the rest of the crowd to file in behind us. It wasn't long until we saw the Imperial family appear on the balcony of the palace.
Alright, so we've arrived with about 5 minutes to spare before the last appearance from the royal family, so it's pretty good timing. There's a bloody lot of people here as well.
豊かな年となるよう願っています。年の初めにあたり、我が国と世界の人々の幸せを祈ります。
With the speech at an end, the crowd erupted in a near-deafening roar of Banzai, a term derived from the Old Chinese meaning 10,000 years. The closest equivalent in English would be a sentiment such as "Long live the Queen." With the excitement over, it was time to head for the exit.
My life for the last few days has just revolved around shuffling through crowds of people, which is what the holidays are about, really, you know? It's all the good stuff.
The trip to the palace was around 3 hours from start to finish, so learn from our mistakes and remember to pick up a couple of bottles of water before you arrive, as you won't be seeing any vending machines for quite a while.
Right, so we're finally free and we're out of that massive crowd. It took us about an hour to walk down just from the courtyard where we saw the Emperor do his speech. But that kind of marks the end of the New Year celebrations. So we're off now to stuff our faces full of sushi. I hope you all have a lovely day, and until next time, I'll see you later.
If you enjoyed this video, then please click the like button, consider sharing and subscribe to Kantan Japan if you haven't already. Thanks for watching.